money models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't let me take a ticket, there's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure. Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I don't trust the so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm in the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw it if he fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her, so, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag board, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap god, Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think road still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them baddest bag gon' get it. What you mean?
Polo to the flow though. You already know though. It's Adamville for real. You see ya, just take a photo. I'm reppin' as on photo with a on your brodo. Cause that Dodo thought that he could rob a player for some dodo. Oh no, I'm so Allen Temple. I'm so England Mountain. I'm so Misty Valley. And I gotta. With a no American dream, dusted roll. Man, she been riding since her daddy rode on roll. I done in every hole, telling every ain't with my wife, but if she meet her, might be a go. Woo! Rick Flair flashy. Don't I look dashy? Don't I look classy? Don't act so sassy. I'm the man, boo. That's with or without you. With what your say. Show me what that.
I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining, better flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy pants say with 3 S's. Pick the S's, no S's on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed. Usually I don't do this. Dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17, been counting M's, my bank account's on goofy. They say gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will be all about the turnovers. The Bucs are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Seahawks team that knows they have to take care of the ball.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With his first carry. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep, Dre Archer. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Ready,
Play action now. Winston. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bannon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Easy.
From the gun, Winston looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Jameis now on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 17-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they're operating in the red zone. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. Now it's Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Baldwin. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11. Again, Wilson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad? And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here, 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Runs through the contact. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. A give. This is Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, Winston. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a give running right. It's Cook. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Jameis on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Skirts by at the 15. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They find some open field here. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
First down, this is Rawls. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now it's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try to run with Rawls. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Wilson. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Jameis to throw it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. On second down, Wilson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. From 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Handoff comes to Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K.J. Wright. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Winston now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
On first down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Following the interception, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Cook with a first down and much more. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Winston. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Star Latulippe continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
$51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They start the drive with Cook. And some room to maneuver. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Wilson on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Noah spins, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go!
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. To throw, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll set up a throw. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Lockett. Past the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talk.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now, looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Michael Wilhoit in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. William Golston in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the